Hi there, everybody. So I'm going to present you our MIF language body project. So, and when I say I, then I'm talking about Bildungslab, Hands and Minds Learning Center. So my name is Sylvia Schroeder. I'm the founder of Bildungslab, and our organization is targeted for, we are developing international European programs, meaning for people who are in the field of education, training, stakeholder of organization, training institutions. And our project is funded by the European Union. So, and as you can see here, all these logos, these are our partner organizations from various countries. So on the one hand, there is Portugal, there is Spain, there is Malta, Bulgaria, Greece. So a really range of various organizations, and some of them are universities, the others are NGOs, like we are an NGO located in Vienna. So, and I'd like to present you the program because we are looking for mentors and mentors who are interested in becoming a mentor. And now I need the next slide, actually. So I have my assistant Roberto in the background. So can you just, thank you. So when we talk about the Language Buddy program, then it's targeted for students who are studying in university in Vienna or in Austria. And our program is focusing on language support, meaning we are not designing any language training program. No, it's about an interaction between two people who want to support each other and learn more about each other, connect with various interests, and the mentor is in charge guiding this young mentee. And when I say young, the person we are looking for mentees are between 15 and 17 years old. So it is not about only language support, it's also about intercultural change. So let's have the next slide, please. And I give you an overview what it is about and what it is in there for you. So on the one hand, we have leadership skills for you. So our program is designed to teach you and to develop personal skills, but as well as business skills. So boosting your career. And another benefit we can offer you are these 2 ECTs. And as you know, in the university program, all of the students need to collect ECTs for their studies. So here you have the opportunity with our program to earn 2 of these required and highly, aimed ECTs for your participation. So, and what does it look like? So let's have a look at the next slide, and I show you the benefits you have by joining our program. So on one hand, there are these unique opportunities that we are looking for 50 mentors, 50 mentors, which is quite a high number, but we are pretty positive. So we have some signups already. And 3 of these 50 mentors, they are going to travel to Malta to a specific mentoring training. So all the travel costs are included. The gain you have is about the networking of another 50 international students, meaning students of our partner organizations in the countries I mentioned before. So it's really a great opportunity to get to know each other, support each other, find new connections, and perhaps further, kind of find friends in other countries, and then you get opportunities to travel to their place, or in exchange they come to you. So this is kind of a very unique opportunity as well. So the training course for these 3 mentors is in May. So from 8th to 10th of May is the workshop in Malta. You won't be on your own. So our mentor coordinator, Jürgen Schröder, he will travel with you. So he is on board, and he is the one in charge for all kind of support you need, guidance, whatever it is. And also he is in charge and in support with the mentees we are going to select. So talking about this ECT training course, this will start around in February. And this training course is there you have the opportunity. On the one hand, there are the 3 weeks training. So you get introduced into the online curriculum so that you have a good overview, and online meaning self-learning. So you can choose whenever you have time for it. I know everybody of you is very busy, so you choose your time window when it's most convenient for you to watch and to go through all the curriculum. And this is a training course for 3 weeks. And after the 3 weeks, there's this specific ECT training course. So all the others who say, well, I don't need the ECTs, I have enough, so don't worry about that. But all the others who are interested, they are undergoing another 3 weeks specifically to earn these ECTs. Okay, let's have a look at the next slide, and I tell you more about the topics, the content of the training program. So here we have the skills set. You are going to be trained in intercultural dialogue in education. So, and when I'm mentioning now all these topics you are going to learn, it's not only the one way that you feel like, wow, I need to learn so much. No, that's just a benefit for you, because paying for such a, big, large curriculum, it's kind of expensive. So you get all that for free. So let's have a look. There are non-formal methods for language support, which are most convenient and most beneficial for you in further educational settings, or also when you are in another business setting. You also learn about critical pedagogy and social aspects. And one of my most, my heartfelt aspect and content is art as a tool for dialogue. So this will be developed by Bildungslab, and I tell you, this is really cool, because you learn tools how to engage with people on another level than just talking, so on this tangible approach. And I bet this will be really fun to learn about how it's laying out. Another most efficient and unique benefit is all the digital tools. So our program, our online program, which is designed by the Malta University, they are experts in digital learning, AI, avatar, gamification. So all that will be taught and taught in there, but not only in a way that you are absorbing it. No, it's also how you are sharing it with your future mentees, how to deal with it. So a very interesting and powerful, fun approach you will really enjoy. And obviously, another very important part is the digital tools of assessment. So this falls into place with learning snacks, micro-learnings, gamification, quizzes, all that. On the one hand, you will experience it as a participant, but obviously you are going to share it with your mentees as well. So you get both perspectives, right? And this is kind of the most important skill you can earn, that you put yourself into the shoes for the others, because the mentees you are going to train, they need, some life support perhaps, or they are exploring a difficult situation with their family, with their friends. So be there as a friend and a buddy, more than as a, this superficial person who is not approachable. So this is about our content program. And when we are looking over to the next slide, I can tell you a little bit more of the structure. So meaning when you become a mentor, then you are not alone. Meaning there is a lot of support on the way. On the one hand, with support, as I mentioned, with the mentor coordinator, you will have this engagement in terms of the network we are creating for you, all the international students, also experience exchange, in case you come across any kind of difficulties or questions you have in terms of engagement with the young person. Perhaps anybody else in the community of other students, they can help you out, and they can say, well, I had that in a similar way, and this is how I tackled it. So it's more about getting experience, how to approach difficulties. And you don't have to come up on your own with solutions, but you reach out to a network and find support there. And I guess this is a most important skill set you need in the business world out there. So you can't really learn that, because that's kind of an really experience-oriented approach. So here you gain opportunities on how to find solutions out of yourself, and just reach out, ask questions, and be open for other mindsets, ideas. So another part is obviously the technology. So here there's a huge part and support from the multi-university. And there are also evaluation parts, which are highly important for us and for you, and obviously for the mentees, to feel good and safe and see this is really an valuable, measurable outcome. Right, so let's have another part of the slides. And in the next slide, I can tell you a little bit about the timeline. So let's just summarize it. The timeline, as I mentioned before, is February. Here we are starting the program with the mentoring program and the ECT program. But if you, as I mentioned, say, well, I don't need the ECTs, then it's only a 3 weeks program, and then you're done. By May, this is the highly important part, where 3 mentors are going to be selected, travel to Malta to a very highly engaging and most fun activity and workshop, learning more about being a mentor, buddying system, but also kind of reflect and give us some feedback on in terms of what did you experience in the training program, what is not working well, perhaps we could add this or that. So also your feedback, your reflection experience are highly important and valuable in this training course as well. And then here we go. In June this year, obviously, we're talking all about this year. So in June, we are going to match you with you. I mean, you as a future mentor, hopefully. We match you with mentees. So these mentees, as said before, they are between 15 and 17 years old. And these are persons who are struggling not only with the language, but perhaps with the curriculum at school or motivation, or, in this age, it's so difficult. There are so many challenges young people face, as we all know, you remember. So here we can find mentees. They will be matched with the most suitable mentors in terms of interest, in terms of specifications, because the two of you need to go through a process of about 3 months. And don't shy away when you hear, oh dear, 3 months, I don't have time. I know everybody is busy, but in the 3 months, you are visiting or you are engaging with the mentee as much as you like, obviously, but at least in terms of, face-to-face or online. So it's about 3 times. And the other aspects are about via WhatsApp or, text messages, or writing some information in any kind of chat, or supporting each other. So it's not something that you sit there and you talk to the person for over like at school, right? So it's more, a friendship relationship, and when you have a friend, you are not sitting there, you're sitting there for hours perhaps. But in our training program, it's more about support in various ways. So it's a comprehensive training with ongoing support. Right, so let's have a look at the next slide to hopefully convince you much more. So what is it now to become a mentor? So in terms, you are interested to make an impact, it's like you see there are people out there who need, who are struggling with language, with integration, because we are talking about migrants. So, and you feel like, I really want to support them. So you're also interested in cultural exchange and in intercultural dialogue, and obviously interested in gain experience in terms of not only personal, but also on a skills level. So talking about skills level, German is now not highly required, meaning if you are a person of German not as your mother tongue, but you are able to talk in German, this is fine too, because our program is not, as I said, not a language training, because if they want to do a language course, there are so many schools out there. It's more about to find a connection, to be open and have conversation, also for shy people perhaps. So overcoming shyness, you would be the one to support them. Okay, so let's see the next slide then. Yes, so here again, you see, a conclusion of all the aspects I have mentioned. So once again, want to point out the connection across Europe, paid travels, and in the next slide, I will ask you. So let's see, where is the next slide? Here it is. So I would ask you to scan this QR code and fill in your feedback in terms of what would you feel like to become a mentor? Is it interesting for you? And also give us some feedback why it would be interesting, and if you are kind of feeling, not sure, don't have enough time, it's a lot of commitment. So please, even though you have these thoughts, please do sign up as well, because then we can have a talk and we can see how to, navigate you through with all your doubts. Because we really want you to be on board. It's such an amazing program, I guess. And I bet so that a lot of feedback we have already heard. And it's unique, so it's very special out there. And you can make a difference. And this is, in our world, so highly important. And here you find a slide where, on the next one, let's just move on, please, to the next slide. There we go. Okay, so here are all the contacts. So Verena Gerstl from Bildungslab, she's our person to talk to with any kind of requirements, doubts, connections, where you have any questions. So please reach out to her. Bildungslab.com is our website. So have a look if you're interested in any other project we are running. We are always looking for volunteers or, support our projects. And when I talk about our project, so our topics are related to sustainability, migration, integration, obviously, but also we are having 2 projects in the field of sustainable fashion, which is highly, really, it's just a fun and so, required topic right now. Yes, and then here you see www.languagebuddy.eu. This is our project side of the Language Buddy project. And in the next slide, you will find a QR code. Here again, here's another, it's a little bigger, the feedback survey. So perhaps now you have another chance to scan the code, take a little bit of time and just fill out your thoughts on the project, what you think, what you would be engaged in, all that, what we have in there for you as questions that would be really helpful for us also to adapt it. It's not only a one way, but we are also interested in how can we improve things and how can we adapt it a little bit so we can bring people more on board. So this is, again, I really ask you to join and, tick the little square if you are a little interested. And you don't have to commit now. So once you have ticked the little square, we get in touch with you and have a conversation to make it a little easier for you to be convinced, hopefully, and go ahead with our program. Right. So this is all what we wanted to show you. The next slide shows a sign-up sheet, kind of a sign-up sheet, and our okay. So in the link of this Facebook Live, underneath you will find a link for, kind of participation list. So I know this is very unusual for Facebook Live, but the requirements of the European Commission is that we need to show them whom did we present our project, who attended. So these attending list is highly important for us, and we would really ask you to support us with filling in the sign-up sheet, the attendance sheet, so that we can showcase, hey, look, European Commission, we did this presentation to so many people, because we need to reach out to at least 100. So help us to fill the numbers. We are pretty good already. So I think we are about 70. So we need another 30. And obviously we need another about 40 mentors who are signing up for the program. So please support us. Let us know if you have any question. And thank you so much so far. And now I'm opening up the QR, like you are the QA around. So if you have any questions, I'm here to support you. So feel free to ask. So I have a look in the chat because there are some questions already. Oh yeah. So I'm reading out loud the questions. So what does it say? What a great project. I'm happy to hear that. Such a nice project. Thanks for sharing. This is a really cool project. Thank you, Kati. This is very kind of you. Awesome. Thank you for sharing. So yeah, Gabi and Kati, so please reach out for any further information and sharing. So, and then there is a question, I guess. We are launching today. Oh, this was our announcement, but the question is, this is a very important one, people. So how many hours a week is it suggested for mentor to spend with the mentee? Very important question. Thank you for addressing it. So it is about 1 hour a week, but this hour is only related once you are more in a face-to-face or virtual meeting. But in between, there are possibilities to be in connection with chat room or WhatsApp or email or whatever tool you're using. So it's about 1 hour, maximum 2 hours, but that is kind of the scale. So hopefully this helps out. And then I'm looking into the chat if there are any further questions. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so what else do I have here in the chat, for instance, or on a form? I have a form here where there are some questions already. So what will the matching process be like? So the matching is between the mentees and the mentors. And you will be matched, obviously, only with people who are like, a partnership. When you're a dating platform, you're not dating people if they are not matching to your personality. So this is kind of another way of matching people in terms of interests, personality, what goes well together. Yeah, so this process is well designed by our Malta University, and they are very experienced in that. They put a lot of effort in this matching process. So be surprised how well it will work out for you. What else do I have here? So how many times do mentor and mentee meet? That's what I've already said. So 1 to 2 times a week. Then we will have the online course. In which language is this online course? Perhaps this is a very interesting question, because the language, we have various possibilities. So if you're feeling more skilled in English, then there is the possibility to attend an English program, the online program. But there are also translations, in all partner languages, meaning also in German, obviously, or Bulgarian or Greek or Spanish. If your mother tongue is Spanish, you can also choose the program in Spanish. So It's an online program, as I already mentioned. All the content you can find there in this self-learning training program. You choose an avatar for you to navigate through this training course. It's aligned with AI, so we are very, very top-notch with technology. So yeah, get surprised. What technologies and tools and platforms you can experience. It's highly amazing, I would say. Okie dokie. Anything else in the chat? Okay, then. So, dear friends out there, I hope to hear from you, or we hope to hear from you, and you sign up for our mentoring program. And then I wish you a wonderful day. I mean, end of the day. Enjoy, have fun, and let's talk soon. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.